Allez, entrons dans le...
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Ils ont des troubles de sommeil. Acuité de patient.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking
Je
up.
vais me concentrer parce qu'à gauche, il y a les deux autres qui parlent comme ça. Oh là là. T'as vu, hein? Je dois avoir son dossier médical. Appelez-moi. Parlez-moi des symptômes.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down. His skin losing its color. His body rigid.
La grippe.
I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will.
Restons professionnels.
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Ah ouais, la fameuse
I
Cat.
see.
Do you have other questions?
Show me his
Dossier
file.
médical.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very
On va
well.
discuter.
I'll examine him. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Doit être comme un genre, s'il a pas sa tasse de pepper, il va pas bien. Comme on fait plus de temps pas sur PUBG.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
En plus, il pue.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
Salut, Katé
I'm not sure I
Reza.
have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Il a quelque chose dans le ventre, l'état de ses membres m'inquiète, il est sévèrement déshydraté. Elle a parlé plusieurs fois de déshydratation. Déjà, je pense que
I
déjà,
see signs of
c'est logique.
hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to
Ok,
no
tout le temps
avail.
sous perfusion en plus.
And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
Comment
yes,
vas-tu?
like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
On va dire qu'il a quelque chose dans le ventre. Peut-être un alien.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller
écoute, ça va
said
très
not to
bien.
worry, that the edema would go
En ce
away by
week-end,
itself.
ce beau samedi.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
J'aime bien, c'est que il peut pas être enceinte. Mais non, c'est un alien, c'est sûr. C'est
In spite of
Normal.
the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his
quoi,
fingertips.
ses os deviennent mous?
What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation.
Des spaghettis?
You have to.
Son corps se transforme. Oula, oulala. Il devient tout le contraire de la Super Saiyan. Ses jambes font n'importe quoi, mais carrément, mais... En fait, les deux mecs à gauche, ils reculent, ils avancent, ils comme ça, ils tchatchent et tout. C'est un peu n'importe quoi.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No,
Voilà, on en vient aux aliens.
this poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations.
C'est vrai, je n'ai pas du tout l'air
I've done to
suspect.
him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Ces symptômes sont inquiétants. Il se transforme en alien. Bon, on va d'abord le cuisiner avant de passer à la dernière.
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than
Animal
human
qu'humain.
now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
Le mec, ça le
This
fait marrer.
amuses you.
C'est l'impression que ça l'excite,
Your
en fait.
reaction does.
Il doit adorer
I
ça.
know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own
Rejoins-moi.
patients and try not to forget who
Transforme
you're
les gens.
dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
Alors, ça, c'est le
It's
problème de tous ceux
scandalous.
qui
Can't we do anything?
ont une réputation
Is there
imagouille.
no evidence of his crimes?
Bon, on va pas rester en dehors de ça. On va chercher le
Oh, that
dossier.
evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
Dis
And
bonjour
where
à
would you
Docteur
find those?
Bitch.
In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd
Salut,
rather
Dr.
not
Ace.
think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Bon, du coup, là, je suppose que l'objectif, c'est de récupérer le dossier discrètement.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Ok, la moitié de l'île est insomniaque, mais c'est pas
No,
grave.
you're pulling my
Bien.
leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you
Les
naughty
deux
girl.
commères qui font le potage. En plus, ça se ressemble ou pas?
And the answer is no.
Toi, on dirait les
You can
mêmes.
imagine that she doesn't dare
Yes,
say a
Rosemary.
thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well.
Watch out for the
These
water,
we will have
Doctor.
to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's coming.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
Si tu lui rentres dedans, tu as le temps de prendre le dossier, comme dans les films. D'accord.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always
Bon,
welcoming.
on va faire plaisir, on va dire
But
qu'on
your
les a
mother
aidés.
is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself and keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
Oh, il nous croit pas, lui. Ah, la cuisine, c'est nous. Et pas Schmitz, là.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
C'est pas très appétissant, le repas. Je sais bien que dans les hôpitaux, c'est pas terrible, mais là... ça m'a l'air bien dégueulasse, leur soupe. Non, je pense pas que ça marche comme ça. À mon avis, tu peux pas le choper directement, le truc.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
Oula, qu'est-ce qu'il a, lui?
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me,
Infirmière, vite.
please.
Faut qu'on le pique.
His potassium level is
Il
too
est
high.
foutu.
Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Putain, c'est super, docteur. T'arrives à l'inspect. Hop, tranquille. Docteur House.
Dr. Colden?
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ok.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Alors, ce dossier décrit l'état dans lequel Irène est entrée à l'institut, ainsi que les traitements qu'on lui a administrés. Fuller y ajoute une note manuscrite. Il est prévu de la descendre à l'aile psychiatrique afin de lui octroyer le calme et le repos dont elle a besoin. Ouais, bah vu ce que dans l'épisode précédent il a fait quoi, la psychiatrique?
Mrs. Sanders?
Ah, mais c'est la femme du collectionneur qui revendait les peintures de Sarah, on dirait. Exactement. Un coup de piqueuse, on n'en parle plus, il dort, il fait plus chier.
Ah, so there's Harding. She's still sleeping. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Ok. Que dalle.
What is the boiler room key doing
Petit
here?
dossier.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room.
Tu veux pas prendre la
Not where I
clé?
expected to find it.
Ouais, moi j'aurais pris la clé. Hein.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Bon, est-ce qu'on peut y voir des autres et leur dire c'est que leur mère.
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Ok, elle avait des problèmes de rein, puis maintenant, prise de sang, il n'y a plus rien. Carrément, c'est l'hôpital magique.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Dr. Colden.
Tiens, le flic qui supposait être mort.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm
On peut pas qu'il est un peu trop
waiting
près
for my
de l'écran,
medication,
parce que si c'était
of
son
course.
visage, le mec,
Why?
il est genre à quelques centimètres comme ça, toi. Alors, j'entends mon traitement, bien entendu. Quel traitement? Ok. Nous en avons
You
déjà
know
parlé, on va
you
dire.
can't trust Fuller.
I know, but he isn't the only doctor here.
Yes, but since he treated your injuries, he is your referring doctor now.
You're right. I shouldn't take the risk.
Nothing would be prescribed to you that hasn't been approved by him.
But I really need the treatment.
What are you suffering from?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but
Ah ouais, il a une sale
terrible.
tronche. Mais je pense que c'est voulu, c'est fait exprès. Hein.
you're
C'est
not the
exagéré
only
volontairement,
one.
j'imagine.
no. No one has ever
Et quand
seen
ils
the
sont comme
things
ça
I
devant toi,
see.
tu dis
It's like I'm turning mad.
t'es moche.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long.
La moitié du
Almost
ville
no
qui arrive pas à
patient.
dormir.
Where did
mais
my
c'est pas
fiancée
grave.
go? I hope those nutcases will stop.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Ok, bon bah fais ton inventaire, c'est pas grave, hein. Je m'en vais.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Edward Pierce, le dossier est incomplet et les détails de soins pas mentionnés. Ça ne respecte pas la procédure standard. Et pas grand chose qui a de respecter les procédures ici.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
Quelle
What
est la
is the
situation?
problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And we had a patient come up from the psychiatric wing. Were you
Ah
able to
ouais,
see
ils ont
him?
recyclé
Oh,
les mecs, hein,
what
dans le jeu.
state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Ok, donc elle a dit bloc B. Lui c'était le cuistot dans l'épisode d'avant. Thomas
Let's
Fuller.
hope I can go through the administration office.
Pas passer. Discrétion, infiltration. On va y aller à la salle, personne. porte. Non, c'est quoi? C'est... Ok, c'est juste un vestiaire comme ça, un truc bidon. J'ouvre les portes. Personne ne viendra. Hop. Ok, Dico. Bonjour, je le fais passer.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Mais je suis docteur, je vais où je veux, non?
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
La balance. Ouais, attention, hein. Bon, du coup, faut trouver un moyen de rentrer. Objectif, détourner l'attention de Donovan. Donc, est-ce qu'il n'y a pas moyen de faire une urgence médicale, un truc comme ça? Bon, là, c'est la pièce où il n'y a pas rien, où j'ai tout fermé. C'est quoi ici? C'est la lingerie?
And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Pourquoi passer par elle?
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Ok, donc si on arrive à couper l'arrivée d'eau, l'autre devrait se casser ou un truc comme ça. Ils attachent sur ces trucs-là, les gens? Oula. Bizarre comme hôpital.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Que dalle.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Homme de foin. Je crois que là on a fait le tour. Ouais, on a fait un tour. Ah ouais, deux on les connaît. Donc ouais, on a fait un tour. Ok, bon. Fallait couper l'eau pour faire l'un et l'autre. Il faut trouver où on coupe l'eau.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Il y avait une clé dans un tiroir tout à l'heure, mais elle voulait pas la prendre. Peut-être que maintenant elle va le vouloir. Peut-être qu'il manquait un script, tout simplement.
There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
Alors ici non, ça me dit rien. C'était pas là. Elle nous a envoyé chier parce qu'elle faisait l'inventaire.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Je cherche.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
It's temperamental, if I understand
So
correctly.
unfair.
Il faut suivre les conduits. Tac, tac, tac.
The door to the boiler room is locked. Where did I see that key? Ah, yes. The office in Block B.
Voilà, maintenant il va falloir retourner au bloc B. Vous pouvez pas la prendre tout à l'heure la clé? Non.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
J'avais dit il fallait la prendre tout à l'heure la clé. Tout de suite direct. Mais je voulais pas. Donc de mémoire elle était ici. Voilà.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Maintenant on retourne à la chaufferie. Tuyaux ils allaient là. Hop, tac. Quel plan machiavélique pour l'arrivée d'eau.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
D'accord. Bon. Non mais je voulais pas sortir. Je voulais fouiller. Il lui faut un outil. Là il y a des outils mais ça ne sert à rien. Il trouve un outil mais quel outil?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
Bon, si c'est le bureau, il n'y a rien du tout. Ça me dit pas avoir croisé des outils.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Ah, les chiottes. On va trouver les chiottes. Ah bah. L'outil est dans les toilettes. Bien sûr. C'est évident. C'est vraiment... Dans notre chaîne, c'est vraiment un roll gag les toilettes. Hein. Franchement, entre PUBG, ça... Et je sais plus quel autre jeu on a eu le problème. Qu'on se cachait dans les chiottes. C'est vraiment être un gag. Hein.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Alors, on va voir si notre diversion a marché.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Ok, maintenant, on devra aller la chercher. Lui dire, excusez-moi, il n'y a plus d'eau.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's
Chut, discrétion. Soyez Snake. Ne me verra pas passer. Hop là, on va dans le bureau.
At last,
Tout.
the missing files must be hidden here.
Alors... on fouille, on regarde vite fait. Oh, le beau bateau.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Si je veux qu'on fasse avec le mot. Alors, remise à zéro. Ouais. Bon, on va d'abord fouiller le reste avant de jouer avec les mobs.
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found for Francis Sanders.
Non, bah non. Faut jouer avec le mot directement.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Oui, le dossier des passants. Le cylindre était caché dans le bureau de Fuller. Il contient ses réflexions suite à des séances. Ok. Peut-être les écouter directement ici. Oui. Écoutons les pensées de ce fou.
Session number 17. Patient?
La fameuse Sarah Hawkins.
Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Son don. Donc c'est de faire vivre des choses avec la peinture, son don.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key.
Ouais, il faisait des expériences sur elle.
But I
Trouver
found
ses
nothing to
fameux pouvoirs.
explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break
Jude,
into
tout à l'heure
the
qui parlait comme ça.
basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It's fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set them all in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Ok. Oh, pourquoi ça travers, mon dieu, un fantôme. Quel indice doit-on trouver?
Of course! Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Allons au sous-sol. Non, c'est fermé. Bon, je pense que c'est
I
fermé
should
aussi.
go another way.
Le sous-sol, c'était par là, je crois. Tac, tac, tac. tac, tac. Allez. Ils ont même fait les bruits de talons. Oups. Bonjour.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
C'était le but du scénario ou on s'est fait avoir? Non, c'est bon, c'était le but du scénario de se faire avoir.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Or I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh,
no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you! Now you won't be able to escape his will! What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Bah, la dernière fois que j'ai dit non, le mec était quand même venu. Cette fois-ci, on va dire
all right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Thank you, Drake. Allez, allons-y. Oh, le regard décidé de ce cher inspecteur.